What's good? What's good? This is Steeker. This is Steeker the podcast. Hey, if you ain't done it yet, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with me, gente, ya tu side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. Hey, look at the merch, man. Hey, the one that we have online is actually Stitch. I might bring the hats back. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all want me to do, but y'all purchase y'all merchandise. We have music on its way. And yo, let's talk about trust, loyalty, and being loyal to who you with, right? So I've noticed even with some of my homeboys or homegirls that I'm affiliated with, no matter through the good and bad, there's still some loyalty in there. That if they fall in, I try my best to pick them back up. And even on their worst times, we have conversations. We continue a positive energy with each other and uplift each other, even though there are sometimes we might not like to hear those conversations. We still make time for them. Because it really does matter. It matters when you're at the very bottom and nobody's willing to help you out. Even the closest ones that you thought that they were your friends, it hurts just a little bit more than you expect. And y'all probably like, get to the point, my boy. Oscar de la Hoya, ¿qué pasa, man? Lo que no entiendo, man. Why did Ryan Garcia keep going back to him? There was a point in time where Ryan Garcia couldn't stand Oscar de la Hoya. Like, I can't deal with this guy. Just think about the history of Oscar de la Hoya. He started, his career in boxing, did a phenomenal job at boxing. He did his thing. But after that, after boxing, what happened? We caught him in a fishnet with some heels. He tried to deny it. He had a bad addiction to drogas, everything. We know the story of Oscar de la Hoya. But history repeats itself. When Oscar de la Hoya was with Canelo at one point and he fought Mayweather, Oscar de la Hoya wasn't there after he lost. Yeah, Bernard Hopkins was there, his trainer, Canelo's trainer, of course, because Canelo's trainer's been there since he was a kid pretty much. So that's a given. Now, Bernard Hopkins, a whole different story, but Oscar de la Hoya was not present. So y'all ask, where was he at this time? When Ryan Garcia took his first L, and this fight meant the world to him, pretty much. And he wasn't there. His trainer, Joe Gruesome, whatever, Bernard Hopkins wasn't there, and Oscar de la Hoya wasn't there. I'm going to drop a link in my description, Oscar de la Hoya, talking about why was he there, and he had other representatives representing for him. My boy, you're making excuses. Stop it. Just stop. Because if he would have won, all three of y'all would have been there. That's a fact. We know that. We can't lie about it. Let's not sugarcoat it. We know for a fact if Ryan Garcia would have beat Tank Davis, trust me, all of y'all would have been there. On the Mayweather camp, they would have been there either. They would have been there too. Because I feel like their relationship through the goods and bad, Mayweather's still there. Like it or not, Mayweather's there. The promoters are there. The coaches are there. They're there. Oscar de la Hoya, on the other hand, has a video talking about, we got death threats. Bernard Hopkins couldn't be there because, legal issues, because of the weigh-in of what happened. But Bernard Hopkins, if he could have entered the building, cool. Cool. We could leave that alone, okay? But what was Bernard Hopkins doing on the opposite side on the face-off after the weigh-in? What was he doing? Try to protect them? No, you shouldn't be. There was no reason why you should have been on that side if you represented Ryan Garcia. But, who knows? I don't know that story, but we're not talking about Bernard Hopkins. We're talking about Oscar de la Hoya. Making excuses on top of excuses on top of excuses. You should have been there, and that's the bottom line. The reason why you weren't there because the person that you lost to basically is Mayweather. When Canelo fought Mayweather, guess what? You didn't show your face. When Ryan Garcia lost to Tank Davis, Mayweather's there, you weren't there again. Look, I don't know what's going on with that situation, But that's not the point. The point is you should be there for your fighter. Because at moments like that, when a fighter loses and you've been there before, you could guide him through. You could give him some words of encouragement. You got Conor McGregor in the locker room giving him encouragement. Come on now. You have to be there. This is your prize fighter. This is about the only fighter that you got right now, if you really ask me, at the current moment. You know, who knows who's in the works, but at the current moment, Ryan Garcia is your meal ticket. Take care of him. Value him. Know his worth, because he's worth a lot more to the boxing community than you think. Yes, he took his first L. He took his loss. Hey, even it was kind of funny because if y'all listen to after the fight, you know, they interviewed Tank and they interviewed Ryan Garcia. They asked him a very specific question. They said, "Hey, did the body shot basically did it?" He said, "Well, he second guessed himself. What it sounds like to me, and it's gonna be, hey, Tank Davis won fair and square. I'm gonna leave it as that. But what it sounds like to me, he went into that ring knowing that he was injured already. Injured in a way where it probably already hurt, that any kind of slight impact will like just trigger it, and because it happens. It happens all the time. Fighters go in there injured and they could pull through it, and some can't. You know, there was a time with Tank Davis, he had a broken hand with Pitbull Cruz, and what happened? He couldn't throw like he usually throws, but he went in there and still pulled it off, you know? In this case, I really do feel like Ryan Garcia being rehydrated, also being at a certain weight, going into a fight injured, it played a big impact. But nevertheless, we're not going to take anything away from Tank Davis. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wanted Ryan Garcia to win, but in reality, it just felt like Tank Davis just was too much for him. I kept saying to myself, if the fight, like I said again, if the fight was 1 through 6, that was Ryan. 6 through 12 is Tank. And when did the damage happen? On 7. And look, Ryan Garcia even said, look, we're not gonna talk about it. It is what it is. He beat me. Okay, cool. But afterwards, see, this is what the mind games play, and this is where it's gonna mess his head up again. Because if you don't have your trainer, the people that promote you, the people that matter when you're down, you got to ask yourself, it's time to clean up house. Oscar de la Hoya is not a person that you need to be affiliated with right now at this current moment. You probably need to go back to Canelo and figure something out right there. Because to me, I feel like they have a better camp, a better structure. Maybe the one-on-one is not going to be there all the time, but at least you're going to get that training process with Canelo's trainer. The reason why I say the one-on-one is because even the trainer with Ryan Garcia, Guzman, whatever that dude said, that Ryan Garcia ain't the type of person that you need to train. Mira, cabrón, hija de tu pin. Bro, what are you talking about? Now this is what it makes me say, are they in it to watch him win and be successful? Or they just playing both sides? They're like, here, we here to make money. I get it. Money's going to be there. But you also got, the only way you're going to make money if this fighter wins and also does what he's supposed to do. But you're saying that he's not the type of person you need to train. What do you mean by that? Bernard Hopkins, I don't know what the hell you were doing on the opposite side. Oscar, you weren't there. So guess what? It's time to get rid of the trash. Basura, cabrón. Get rid of it, please. And sorry, it's just too much, man. I feel like Ryan Garcia did his best. If he went in there, hurt, whatever, he did his best. As for Oscar de la Hoya, where were you, homie? Where were you? You were there talking greasy. Talking about that Tank and the team don't believe in him, that he's scared. It sounds like you don't believe in Ryan Garcia. And there's a video out there surfacing when they ask you about Tank Davis, you're like, Ryan Garcia ain't ready. So, okay, Ryan Garcia is still there to be great. But you still supposed to be there. That's all I'm saying, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Is Oscar de la Hoya wrong, or is he right for not showing up? Y'all let me know. And do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with me, gente, at tu side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right. One.